Dave was just saying that there's an accident at exit 19, so there are a lot of people who are stuck in traffic and they're going to be coming into the meeting late. But I think we can go ahead and get started so we can for our evening. I'd like to ask those that are on Zoom or on the phone to keep their lines of meeting muted unless you're speaking, and now Steve to go ahead and roll call. All right, Olivia Bailey, Delegate Jason Ballard.
I'm present online.
Esther Bowman, Teresa Burris, April Crabtree, Brent, and Eloise. Hopefully he'll be here. Senator Hackwood, Brian Hemphill, Donna Henry, here. Adam Hutchinson, here. Scott Kemp,
present online.
Melissa Liebman,
present online.
Delegate Moorfield, David Olive, Delegate O'Quinn, here. Keith Barrington, Senator Pillion, here. Delegate Rasul, Karen Shelton, Susan Short,
Present online.
Paula Song, here. Donna Stanley, Sophie Chapin Vance, here. Yeah, 13. Okay. So we do have a quorum. Next action or the next item on the agenda is approval of the minutes for the June 8th, 2023 board meeting. Is there a motion to approve the June 8th minutes? We have a motion. Do we have a second? We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. That motion carries. At this time, we're going to add something to the agenda that I think we'll all be happy that we're adding. And I'll just go ahead and turn it over to David. David, we have a couple of guests with us. We have Sean McMurray, and a longtime resident of our center. We have Courtney with us today. And they've got a special presentation they'd like to make. I know that the foundation chairman is also with Keith Barrett and others stuck in X-19 traffic. So let me get something for you, Sean. Maybe talk a little bit about it, whatever you want to say. And hold on. So, as many of you know, I'm the executive director of the Wellspring Foundation of Southwest Virginia, and we exist to help enhance the health and well-being of the residents of 4 Virginia counties, specifically Washington, Russell, Smith, and Grayson. And we'd like to do it through partnerships. And today I'm very pleased to be able to present a check for $300,000 to the foundation for the new project for expanding the simulation. So we're really excited about that. We think that education of people is very important. To be able to help increase the healthcare workforce is critical for us to be successful in keeping the population healthy. And so we're pleased to be able to share this with you. So there we go. Yeah, at some point, Senator Billion, after the session's over, we're going to have a more formal, multiple partners. We're going to have a more formal check presentation and press release at a time. But we want to get out in front of today with Sean, who can be here, and we appreciate the partnership. We look forward. In fact, Sean was on the board here when you hired him. Yeah. So hold on, get that. We all make mistakes. He's looked really nice to work with you here, and we look forward to a lot of fruit following your investment. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We've got other checks to give away, I believe. They've got other places to be. Thank you so much. Like Santa throughout the region. But that's great. I know David, I've been working on that a little bit, and it's great that we finally have the check our hands. So that's awesome. At this point, I'd like to acknowledge our outgoing board members, Lenny Gale Mitchell and Anna Ingram, who have been great board members and thank them for their service. At the same time, we welcome two new members, and I know that April Crabtree has actually had commissioner training in Richmond. She just got she was just elected as commissioner of Washington County, and I know she's away getting that orientation. But we do have with us Miss Southwest Virginia, Olivia Davis. Many of you all know her from her days on WCYD, but now she's with Friends of Southwest Virginia, doing a great job promoting our entire region, and we're so thrilled to have Olivia joining us. You're welcome. Yeah.
First request that we want to do it 100% facial.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is the executive director report. And I'm going to go ahead and kick it over to someone who does great things. David.
Well, thank you so much. So it is great to see you all day, and as I to share it today at always what we call the building forming on Parkwood.
Southwest Virginia Cultural Center and Marketplace.
So I sit on the board, and I got to tell this today some great places, great people, all the great people. I'm going to make my today as quick as possible because we've got a pretty busy agenda, and one of my initial presentation is routine, and then we'll first of all start by going over the updated financial side. The tab actually says, I believe it says, financial report. We are on track to meet all the budgeted items. As you can see, when you look at that state revenue, you get an employee benefit appropriation, cover the state mandate raises. We carried forward the non-general revenue right at $2 million. To date, we've already generated a non-general fund revenue almost $600,000. So we will definitely meet our budget of revenue, non-general and general revenue. Under restricted, of course, we already have $1.8 billion in maintenance reserve set aside, the $80,000 in maintenance reserve, and $1.5 million for the apprenticeship program. We have not done any billing or reconciled with our commission fees, back commission, we service our agent, as well as foundation reimbursement. I'll talk about that in just a second. After that, just to break down the non-general fund revenue, you can see that we're 5/12 through the year, almost halfway through the year, and we're doing really well, and we should exceed that budget total. With the next page, we'll look at personnel services. Again, 5/12 into the year, we are projected to come in under budget. We had budgeted about $2.5 million, $2.6 million for personnel. I would say that we'll probably come in at about 2.3, south of 2.4 million on that. So we'll come in under budget there. If you look at your other than personnel, other than personal services, we got a couple categories: contractual supplies and building support. Under contractual supplies, the one thing right now is running ahead of budget, and it's kind of out of our control, and that's utilities. We had budgeted almost $250,000 for utilities this year. I think we're going to surpass that. So this is going to be one area I'm probably going to miss this year. I'm going to, right now, project for the end of the year, they're about 232, 235. We'll probably go over about 10,000 for utilities. The apprenticeship program at the bottom there is on track to meet all their standards. I will point out that one of the things that you see other than personal services that sometimes skews our numbers is our maintenance reserve. We hold $1.8 million in maintenance reserves, and we only call that when we need that. We will be using part of that to finish out our window project. I'm sure many of you saw the window project as you come in today, and we're about 65, almost 70% through on that, but they are making progress now. Other than that, I don't see anything that we need to worry about. Anything I really need to point out to the board. We have a great department in finance, and they do a good work job. I think that we stand to have another great year. We are spending some of our non-general fund carry forward. You notice all the furniture was gone. We're replacing some furniture in the building. Been making a lot of improvements, and so you'll see some changes when you come in for the June meeting. No questions over the financial piece. I'll move on to the other two board items. Are there any questions there? I want to talk about the regional simulation lab update. Before we went further, I'd like for Joy to come and join me. Joy may know Joy Rowland joined our team 11 months ago, 10 months ago, right? Joy? In January. All right. We'll call it 11 months. 11 months ago. And so when we hired her, I gave her one task. I said, Joy, we have entered a partnership with the Dr. Wolf program in pharmacy. We've got our anesthesia program.
That's going to be growing. Nurse practitioner program. We're working with the community college, QBA Wise, and Emory Henry and others to expand the nursing program. Clinical lab science is going. We're going to be bringing on a lab school, skills, working with the governor's school. We really need some multi-discipline opportunities in simulation. And so Joy went right to work, and there's a handout there. Our chairman of the foundation just walked in, Gary. Great job. This is Gary. Let me stand over here. Okay. And then if you'll stand next to him, I'm just going to hand you some things. We can give y'all a little update. Okay. Gary, 2 years ago, I came to you and I said to the foundation, I said, if you'll pay half the salary for a grant writer who wanted to do some strategic initiatives, my board will pay the other half. And the foundation said, yes, we would. So we're going to talk about return on investment. For those of you who put business, let's talk about return on investment. So you pay for half of her salary benefits, we pay for half. Just before you got in, you got a $300,000 check. That's in hand from Will Spring. Look, one of the first things for you, hitting that one, we got $300,000 for the simulation lab from ARC. That's a done deal. Yeah. This is a good kind of Joey and I made several visits. Steve Smith said, hey, I think that's a good idea. He gave us $25,000. So my job team, you're going to hear from a little bit later, said, well, listen, my students are going to be using it. My students are going to use it a lot. Let me at least start with $25,000. And so he gave me $25,000. And then Gary said, this is exciting. What if we put some more money in with other people matching? I said, Gary, let's give it a try. So Gary wrote a check for $100,000. Yeah. And when Gary did that, Valley Health got all excited. Valley Health said, well, we'll give you $100,000. Yeah. And then when Valley Health got involved, well, United Foundation said, well, we need to give you 50. Okay. Yeah. So the Packet Commission, after keeping that so far, you're about 900,000. Okay. That's about what that totals. And that it is. So I go to the Packet Commission, I said, what would you match? They said, we'll match dollar for dollar up to $600,000. Okay. Yeah. Right there, cash in hand, $1.5 million. We won't go into the details of Joy's salary and benefits, but I'm going to tell you, that's going to be fun. Yeah. And so we appreciate you and the leadership of your foundation. Those who don't know, this is Gary Pearl, who's been the chairman of our foundation. And Gary, while we're giving out checks, my best friend's passed a few months, last year. She left part of her estate, and I received a check today. Here's a check for $97,886.85. And it's to create a scholarship for your VCU nurse anesthesia program. Okay? We're going to award a scholarship for both a male and a female, and we're working out all the particulars there, but you got an email about that earlier today. So I wanted to say this about Gary's leadership. Gary, and we're a small foundation, just getting started. This money not included. I'm talking cash assets. You just exceeded $1 million. Not counting that. Yeah. So congratulations. You want to say anything else?
Yeah. No, I mean, thanks to everybody else, all these checks, that matters. We know how important this foundation and the center is to the whole area. I remember when this started being built many years ago, and it goes to show what collaboration is. It goes to show for all of the schools, all of the legislators, what this does, and we've kind of got a unique place here. One of the few places actually in Western Virginia where it's pretty bipartisan, where everybody gets along, and look what we got out of it.
We still have another $250,000 out to ask. In fact, we feel very confident about our partners with the governor's school, the lab school. So we will probably land somewhere just above $1,700,000. Yeah. Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to make sure that I invited Troy up here. You know, I get the privilege to be the talking head. I go down and I tell people that we're in a great place, doing great things because of great people. But as I said to some folks yesterday, there's really nothing special about me. What's special is these people up here. And we have a great team here, and all the good things you see, whether it be one of our college partners or one of our direct reports, it's a collaboration, and they do a great job. I just need to be the person to talk about it. So there's information in there. Let's all have any burning questions about this simulation center as we move forward. I can continue, but if you have a question, I'd be happy to answer. Questions for David? Okay. Well, you know, when Joy wasn't writing grants, I said, Joy, in your spare time, we'll produce our annual report. And so, Joy did this on the weekend, Sunday afternoons. Okay. And so you'll see there's some pretty exciting things in there. I won't go into detail there other than say that there's more to come. We're working on a new strategic plan. We're working with the board to try to update our mission and vision statement and some different things. But all I want you to know is this. There's a lot of great things happening. Okay? And it's only because of the great people. Okay? And it's these folks that do all the work. So again, I want to speaking of great people doing great things, Dr. Talbot, come here. If I can just transition to when we last met, he was just there. Okay. And now he's got a sign up on his door. Now he's Dr. Talbot. Okay. Adam, congratulations. I know we've already talked about it, but Adam, I first met Adam years ago when he was a middle school student. He enrolled in one of our trivial programs. I was a dean student at that time. He enrolled in one of our trivial programs. Virginia Highlands Community College. He's one of your alumni of the year. A great graduate of University of Virginia College. Why? He's one of yours, Donna. And now he's Dr. Culver doing great things at a great place. So he's senior director of HR administration. Yeah. Okay. So if it's okay with you, Central Billion Office Transition. I'm taking right to that.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon, members of the board. Before John mentioned what happened the agenda to speak about, I do want to brag about Joy, his operation here. She's on my team. And so under my supervision, we hired her to be a grant writer, but soon realized she's capable of so much more and has so much great skill sets. So you're seeing some of that today, and this annual report is just fantastic. I think it really succinctly puts together what happened here in the last fiscal year. So that's something definitely thank you, Joy, for stepping up and taking on that initiative and all that you've done. So, Mr. Chairman, members of the board, I think you've updated on personnel activity. In your packet, you have new hires since the last report. I see that to cost. I think you put us through today, but we've been a great addition there. And notably, I won't go over everyone, but notably, I do want to recognize two folks who retired from the center on July 1st, very lengthy years of service. Doug Byers in our IT department and Jeff Webb, who led the IT department and operations, both had 25 years of service here at the center of the Commonwealth. We asked them to do their thing. Their calendars full of retirement. So, we didn't want to recognize them, and I think it's always a good testament to how folks that work for an organization particularly long time, such as years they put in here, and they were here on the day this building opened. January 1998, of course, they worked at the center a little bit before that, so they definitely were long-time employees. And then finally, it's getting to be everybody's favorite time of the year. We're not sure about the annual conflicts of interest, and so if you're a state employee subject to that or a member of the General Assembly, that's coming up. That's due on February 1st. Also, if you're a citizen member of the board, Kathy Heidel will be reaching out about the citizen member financial disclosure process. So other than that, that's all I have to report on. Thank you very much for what you do. And if you have any questions or concerns, I'll be happy to entertain those.
Any questions for Dr. Bowman? Thank you, Adam.
Thanks for everything. Thank you all.
Next up is a report from the Governor's School of Robinson.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to share a little bit about what we do.
I got you. 1 second.
But thank y'all a ton. It's great to be in it. partner and a collaborator with the Higher Ed Center. As David has mentioned earlier, it is a great place to work. Our staff loves it, and we really have grown over the last few years and excited to report some of the things that we've done. Put it on presentation mode. Sorry. So just a little bit about us. There are governor schools throughout the Commonwealth of Virginia. There's 19 of them. There are 3 of them that students choose to go there instead of their home high school. There are 15 of them that are half-day programs, and then there's us, who is a fully 100% virtual program. And so we serve such a large area, being in South Virginia, that it'd be impossible for students to click on the PowerPoint just anywhere inside there. Now, right? And so we serve all of Southwest Virginia. So we serve from Carroll County to Blaine County, all the way to the corner of Lee County. We also serve Howard County, which is near Augusta, and we are in conversation with another county as well that has inquired, and there's some momentum moving for that. This is our governing board. We have representatives from right around the region that do that. We also have a volunteer advisory committee. We float all these ideas past them in order for us to make good decisions, that it's not just something that we're thinking about or that an individual school is. We take it to this group, and they vet our decisions in order to bring it forward. We have 11 staff, 14 staff, 11 of them are faculty members, about half full-time, half part-time. And all of the courses except for 2 are dual enrollment courses. There are 4 community college partners, which I'll talk about just a little bit more in just a minute. This is the region that we serve. We have inquiries from other areas near that have asked if they can join, but the way government schools operate in Virginia is that you are limited by the service area that you can't pull somebody from another governor's school. When we get that, we understand it. We really want that to happen to us. These are our 4 community college partners. We love working with them. I feel like I have one foot in the high school world and one foot in the community college world at all times. It's been a great learning experience, but they've been tremendously supportive of us as we move through our experience. We recently transitioned to, in Virginia, to the Transfer of Virginia document, which is an articulated agreement between 4-year colleges and the community colleges about what will transfer and what it will transfer as. I will say that helps us realign our coursework and meet that, but it also is something that I get regular feedback from parents that enjoy and appreciate knowing that document is there and that the articulation agreement is there, because that is the number one question moms and dads asking them for orientation. Will this transfer? And what will it transfer at? We can't answer every one of those questions, but it certainly helps to have that as we go through it. This is a list of the courses that we offer, and I won't go into all of them. I will just mention physics and Latin are high school credit only. One of the mission-centric ideas that we have is that we want to level the playing field for kids in Southwest Virginia. So some of our high schools don't offer physics. But if you want to go to Virginia Tech, UVA, and go into engineering, you need physics. And we know that students have not been admitted to those type of issues. So we have made sure that we offer that course so that students that want it have access to it throughout some way in this region. We've done the same thing with SAT Prep. If you go to Northern Virginia, SAT Prep is fairly common in high school, where parents have fairly good access. We had a mixed bag of access to that in Southwest Virginia. And so we, again, want to level play with students that are in the governor's school that they have access to that. Highly successful. We've had students come back and tell us tremendous score gains that they've made, and we're very proud to have that in South Carolina. That's what he does for a profession that comes in and does this for us. We have experienced a lot of growth over the last 7 years. We've more than doubled our enrollment. We're anticipating by the end of the spring semester having around 530, and actually that's gone up over the last 2 days to about 540 kids that we serve from Southwest Virginia. So we're excited. We always believed that there was a portion of our population, we still believe there's still more that could benefit from our services. And so our goal is to make it accessible and find ways to make it accessible for them and let them participate. Some highlights. Last year at Florida, I mentioned the SAT Prep. We were working with students that over a period of time that they take multiple classes, because we really believe that some of the things that we do are really designed for them to, when they enter 4-year colleges, that they're comfortable with the expectations, which may be different than high school expectations. For example, analysis writing. So a lot of times when you learn the SOL, you work hard to get ready to pass those well, not necessarily writing an analysis, but colleges expect that. And so we really build that into our coursework, and those college preparation skills and expectations. We do it in a very supportive environment. Last year we had 3,641 college credits given to Southwest Virginia, to them and their families at zero cost. And so we're very proud that this year we're hoping it'll be around 4,000 credits this year that we're able to do. Current year, I mentioned to you already on the slide that we think that over the course of the year we had 409 kids in all, 540 kids by the end of the year. We offered 4 new classes this year, physics, a biology for 9 STEM majors, Appalachian studies, and a Latin Greek course to expand our Latin to get a advanced studies diploma. I mentioned transfer of Virginia, and so forth. The lab experiences that we've done, I will give a lot of credit to the Higher Ed Center. We'll be using their facilities, and they've been great to work with to adapt classrooms to allow us to get to labs in them and make that work. And so we're excited of continuing the conversation. I mentioned to Dr. Matlock that we've done the Anatomized lab, which is virtual cadaver, we've done the simulation lab, and we'd love to be a partner with them on doing a science classroom that has high level science opportunities here in the building for students, whether they're ours or others, and we've started some conversations around that. We are also looking at some other classes, and I mentioned earlier possible new school divisions. In the end, when I first started this job, I told students and parents when I did a presentation, it's free, it's college credit, for a lot of good reasons. Now that I've been here 7 years and my own kids have gone through the program, I would tell you this is the number one reason I kids ought to take our program. It allows them to experience things in the courses that they may get in their home, but they may not. And enough students come back to us and tell us that experience of expectations and a supportive network and a supportive environment really has helped them make that transition. And to me, that's the most important thing that we can do. Along with them, we'll get some college credits along the way. But I'm available at any time to show you what we do, but I'm also available to answer any questions if you want to do that.
Can you go back one slide?
I think so.
Maybe one more.
Okay.
What is the Transfer of Virginia?
It's a document. If you go to our website, you can actually see it. It's a website that students and parents can go to. It's a publicly available site. And if I'm taking a class, Virginia Highlands Biology 101, and I'm going to go to Virginia Tech, VCU, George Mason, wherever, it tells you what that class articulates, and the agreement is what it transfers at that college.
I did notice those math classes were missing from your current. At Virginia Tech, when you go into calculus, you're in like a lab with hundreds of people. So it would be nice if they could get that out of the way, still, in high school.
I agree. We have had feelers out to school districts asking about heat. There's a lot of our course offerings. If everybody's got a dual enrollment math teacher, we don't necessarily need to offer it because we don't want to compete with things that are in the school. But we are finding and had some initial feedback, not from enough yet, from some saying, we're either anticipating a loss here and there's not supposed to replace them, or something along those lines.
Any questions for Dr. Robinson? I'd like to point something out, though, that maybe just because I'm here, I know it. You may not know, but a large percentage of the faculty, they're residential here, and it's synchronous, and they're broadcasting from here. So when they're teaching these classes, they're in the office or somewhere here in this building broadcasting those 27 high schools?
36 high schools.
36 schools. I'll do a testimony on the SAT prep class. I've had 2 kids take it so far and have done significantly better after the class than before. So my wife and I try to sell it to every kid in Southwest Virginia because it is such a great opportunity for them to take advantage of.
If I may, I'll just echo the partnership appreciation. Just through the governor's school, community colleges waived over $600,000 in tuition for those college credits. That's real savings in real pockets for people who live here. People spend those dollars or save those dollars.
for your university to continue with the community colleges. We appreciate the partnership. Thank you. Any other comments or questions? Thank you, Dr. Rob. Thank you for all you're doing. Appreciate it. And Director Lee, you're up to give us an update on the HEALS.
Well, Mr. Matlock told me that I only had 3 to 5 minutes, so I didn't prepare a formal presentation. First, I'd like to begin by saying what an honor it is to serve in this building and work with David Matlock and his staff. They have really just welcomed us with open arms, and from the beginning of day one, I began this position on July 24th. David and his entire staff right by our side, providing any assistance we need. So I can't tell you how valuable David and his staff with our program. Being a new program, as a retired high school principal, retired in 2020 and started this job on July 24th, and I knew very little about the HEALS program. Certainly, I did a lot of research at that point to find out exactly what this was about. It's a $150 million grant that's provided by Governor Youngkin that allows school divisions to partner with community colleges and other colleges to develop laboratory schools. Emory and Henry partnered with the community college, Southwest Virginia Community College, and partnered with the Higher Education Center, in addition to Linwood Hope Governor School and Dr. Robinson. He's been right by our side as well to provide us a lot of assistance. And the 4 school divisions, Washington County, the city of Bristol, and Wyndham and Smith counties. So I'm glad to say that I began on July 24th. We had 19 applicants for the lab school for 2 cohorts. My first position was to go through. Ended up with 55 applicants for 4 school divisions. So we increased July 24th to September 15th, 55 applicants. We have accepted 50 of those applicants, and they will begin taking dual enrollment credit courses in January. And thanks to Dr. Robinson for providing a lot of instruction, Virginia Highlands Community College, and Wilson Community College. When you think about a collaboration, collaborative partners, what we're doing with this lab school, we are really have a partnership that's unbelievable among 4 institutions here, our higher education institutions and our school divisions. So it's an honor to serve in this role. When I came on board, we were advertising for administrative assistant, and I went to Dr. Fincher, who is one of the pioneers of this, along with Dr. Carter from Smith County Schools, and I said, we don't really have anybody call on a lot. We don't have anybody knock the door down. So we really don't need an administrative assistant. We need somebody to help assist and promote the program. So we changed that position to assistant director, and on October the 9th, Mike Davidson, who was the former retired principal of Marion Senior High School, he came on board to help promote the program as well. So we're both retired high school principals. They never really died. They find out they're occupations. But it's an honor to be here. It's an honor to serve in this capacity. It's an honor to work in this building. You can feel it every day that you walk in here, and that's because of your leadership. And we're excited about the program. We'll let Mike discuss a little bit about our grant. We're actually submitting our grant tomorrow. We're not officially a lab school at this point, but we have a soft opening, as I tell people, with our students beginning with the dual enrollment courses in January, and we have 6 experience learning opportunities for these students to come on campus here at the Higher Ed Center and at the Emory Henry Health Science Campus and Southwest Virginia Community College and with the community college as well. So Mike, I'll turn it over to you for just a moment.
I'm going to say this is the second time that Mr. Lee has asked me to speak, and both times it's been about a grant. So I have to say that I'm probably not the most popular speaker when we talk about a grant. Come on, I know where it's come from. So let me just be real quick. The grant itself is a 5-year grant. We're asking for $5.1 million. It'll be over 5 years. We will, over the 5 years, work on developing sustainability for our program. That's going to be a big part of it. We're hoping that we can beg and plead with our legislators, and hopefully that there can be some support for this program. But we're excited about it. What the program is designed, what is the curriculum that's involved in it. It's first off, as Dr. Robinson said, it's going to be free to all our students. We're not going to ask for a penny from anyone. We want to make this available to everyone in Smith County in our four counties in South Virginia. So we want to make it available to everyone. But the curriculum itself that we're asking for, we're getting a lot from Virginia Highlands Community College, from Whitwell Community College, and Linwood Holton Government School to expose our students to the basics of healthcare, but then to hopefully take it beyond the basics and let them explore a pathway that they're interested in. The goal is that through the 3 years of high school, they're a part of our program, that they'll get excited about healthcare, they'll continue their education, whether it be with our partner Emory Henry College, do 4 years at Emory Henry, and then go maybe into some advanced degrees or some other school where they can continue their education in healthcare. But the hope is that since they started in Southwest Virginia, they'll come back to Southwest Virginia and help this need that we have here to fulfill those openings in healthcare that we just lacking. So that's where it is. As I said, it's $5.1 billion. We're putting in things like professional dress, because we know the students that we want to make sure that every kid has an opportunity, and we want them to all feel special and be a part of the program. So we're going to include things like that. We're including hotspots so that we help take care of any areas where there's not access to internet service. So we're trying to meet their needs while giving them opportunities. As Mr. Matlock said, I probably don't need any details, but we're giving in-kind donations of this facility and the Emory Henry Health Science facility. So we've got two great facilities to work with, but we've included the amount of money in our budget to help replace or to add to their equipment and what's available in their labs for the students at our students' lab. That includes Mr. Matlock's simulation lab. So we're hopeful that we can fulfill his hope on that expected money, so we can do that a little bit better. As Mr. Lee said, we're submitting our grant tomorrow. Glad to get that off our plate. We will get within 10 business days. Department of Education will give us feedback. Early February 4th or 5th, we'll be on the schedule to go before the lab school committee, make a presentation. They'll give us feedback. Early March, we'll go back to the lab school committee and make our final presentation. And then later in March, our hope is for the State Board of Education for approval for Southwest Virginia. We feel very good about what we're putting together, and I really think it's going to be great for the students in Southwest Virginia. I'm going to stop talking about a grant. If you have any questions, I'll sit down and talk with you about it or answer them right now. But I don't think anybody wants to hear too much about a grant.
I have one question. You received a planning grant, and so you have funds now.
Yes, sir. We have $200,000 included in the planning grant that we could start this process. It's obviously giving us a little bit of a start, and we're using that money to build on. So we have received one grant, and we're, like I say, very hopeful for the second one to come through. The second one will be a little bit more significant, a little bit longer lasting.
So to show you how valuable Joy is, she's also valuable to us. When we wrote our grant, we gave it to Joy, we said, as a grant writer and a grant reader for many years, we need your expertise and your eyes on this. She provided us a lot of assistance. Joy, thank you very much. We certainly appreciate this. So with that being said, have any questions? I'll certainly entertain.
Any questions for Mr. Lee? Here you go.
Exciting news. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. So next up is Doug Mahoney, who's going to give us a Toastmasters update.
Thank you all for this opportunity to speak to you this afternoon. For the few of you who don't know me in this room, my name is David Maloney. Mahoney was the guy in Police Academy. So if you like that, Maloney was now.
Blame on David.
The topic I'm giving today was why Toastmasters, the Southwest Virginia Higher Education Center, that's a mouthful here. If you considered maybe something shorter and catchier, and I hear nobody using the name Hartford. So Toastmasters is a public speaking and leadership training organization. It was founded in 1924. There's hundreds of thousands of members all over the world, including the best members right here in Abingdon at Old Hills Toastmasters. I first joined the club in 2011 because my boss told me I had to. She said my public speaking was rough. I was nervous in front of clients. I couldn't speak to people. This would have terrified me back in 2011. I could not said my name, let alone anything important. I would panic on calls with clients, forget how to breathe. Now, you guys are all established speakers and leaders in your field. That's why you're here. That's why you're on the board. And I think we're all here because we want to see more of those people growing right here in Southwest Virginia to keep leading this area. By 2014, I've had 3 years in Toastmasters, and I thought, this is great. I fixed it. I know how to speak in front of people now. I can quit. And by 2017, I realized if you don't keep practicing, public speaking is like any other skill, and it goes away if you don't use it. So in 2017, when Wolf Hills Toastmasters launched right here at the Higher Ed Center, I knew exactly where I needed to be every 2 Thursdays a month, and that was right here. So I came and joined Wolf Hills Toastmasters in 2017. In 2018, a new company called Wise Solutions was started just down the road in the incubator, and I was invited to be part of that group to start that company up. And thanks in part to the Rural Apprentice Program, which some of you are familiar with or had a direct hand in, our company has continued to grow from those 4 initial employees to 32 as of today, plus 2 full-time contractors. So that's been a big success story. And I think part of that is because of me. I got to be there early. I got to help out. And my confidence in public speaking through Toastmasters has helped me to be successful there. So I think that's all come together and kind of come full circle. In 2019, something happened I did not expect to happen. I never liked being in front of people. I hated it, maybe because I was bad at it. I don't know. But in 2019, I had a wild hair and performed on stage with a local community theater. Now, I went to Kingsport because it was far enough away that it was terrible at it. I could just never go back to Kingsport and be in the Tri-Cities area in Abingdon, Bristol, and be comfortable and not have anybody see the egg I laid. But it turns out I was okay at it. And I've now been in 27 performances on stage, including one right now by Theater Kingsport. I come see the spreadsheet. In 2020, I got the highest award that is possible in Toastmasters, called the Distinguished Toastmaster, or DTM. So that was a landmark. I didn't expect that in 2011. In 2011, I expected to appease my boss, maybe get better public speaking, but I had no intention of doing anything with it. But look at where it's taken. It's amazing. That's my Toastmasters journey, and so much of that, especially the last 7 years or so, has been right here at Mount Hartman. Great facilities here. And as a Toastmasters area director, I got to visit all of the clubs in this region. It took me as far away as Northeast State Community College, and as far up the road past Lebanon up into deeper Russell County. And all the different clubs around. Don't go away from that. I know you're right. Don't go away from deeper into Russell County. So I visited all these clubs and all their facilities. And the facilities here at the Higher Ed Center are amazing. And it really helps our club because we have members in Colorado and in Western Canada, and they all get to join us at every meeting because of the facilities that we have here that we're allowed to use twice a month. So that's fantastic. And other clubs, they have that benefit. So we're very lucky here. Wolf Hills Toastmasters, hosted right here in a neutral location, allows business and community leaders from around Southwest Virginia to have a place not only to enhance your communication and leadership skills, but to network with each other, help build this region, take it forward, and we're helping education and economics of this region. That's what we're all here for. That's what we're all doing. So I think that's a great win for everybody involved. Even if you didn't like my jokes. Thank you very much.
We started this club back in 2017. We had members from the 30 years old. We got all kinds of people from our region to participate. But we're an award-winning club. Tell us what award we have won, Sonia.
We are President's Distinguished Award-winning club. That's the highest that you can achieve. There are 9 specific goals that you have to reach in order to get that. And we've been distinguished every year since we were established. The President's Distinguished for about the last 5 years. Thank you, David.
That's not just a check mark that every Toastmaster club gets. This is not an everybody gets a trophy situation. The President's Distinguished is brutally hard to get. And without Sonia's leadership and without the excellent club members like me and the others, we would not get that. So this club is very good at what they do.
And one more thing, and so if anybody's in the listening audience would like to be a Toastmaster or they have employees or team members who benefit from Toastmasters, you meet when?
Second and fourth Thursdays at 3:15 right here at the Higher Education Center.
Room 130.
We also have a Zoom also.
all that information, read out in your
So that's included in the handshake.
And by the way, my company now uses Toastmasters as our leadership development program. I was able to convince them to spend the money on that. So when we have new employees that want to better their communication or leadership skills, they can come participate in that program. Our company pays that for them. And it's good, $100 a year to help your people advance in a couple hours a month. It's a great investment. It's very cost effective. And if I'm any results, any indication of results, the results are great.
Thank you, David. And Israel, if you wanted to talk to you about public speaking skills, you could have just done it directly to him before you get here. Serious. And the only time you need is here at
3:15, second and fourth person.
I will. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. That's maybe I can listen to her after hours. Okay. So the next update we have is the ECU Bridge Improvement Program. And as Jan comes forward, I will tell you that about 18 months ago in the fall here, we've been here in the fall. We had an opportunity to partner with ECU. And we saw this, our district saw this as a win-win for the entire region. We especially saw it when Dan came on board.
Oh boy, let me go to that now. Now, thank you to team, board members, college community partners, university, community. Thank you so much. It is an honor to be here because it is being an employee here at the Higher Ed Center at ECU. It's been my honor. This has been such a well-known place since I come on board in July of other ECU programs that were already here in place. Is anything from I heard this from my colleagues that we use a mechanical issue with our equipment laboratory, and they were absolutely able to get the parts that we use that. To employee comfort, IT needs, they are here and be here to take us. So I'm happy to be a part of this team. So I want to thank you, Dave, for that, and all the administration here at the Higher Ed Center. You're so very welcoming, and you're such a big fan. My position is a bridge recruitment coordinator. So this is a transit and some telecom here. Speak a bit more about this. Along the field, we know all the competition is very critical. Like we need to qualified, educated people to really healthcare shortages, and we have the interesting as the education. And what we find, what I have found now, working with community colleges, I work with 8 specifically community colleges, and one of them in Southwest Virginia, to try to create, I have that pathway to transition from their AS or their science community college, and they want to go to a full institution. They just don't know how to get there. So I work with them on that pathway. We use it from professional development to how to put an application. Because if you guys have been to a higher education website, it's a lot to navigate, right? There's a lot of stuff in there. So we work with students in that, and then we also speak with them about the purpose they hear in the Higher Ed Center. What I find interesting is that a lot of students feel like they have to go away, and they don't want to. There's a lot of students who have commitments here in the area, and they want to stay. So they don't know that they can actually do a 2+2 program, let's say for Virginia Highlands, when they come to the Higher Ed Center, they afford a degree with full credentials to go out and start certifications. So I'm out there, providing information to community colleges, Dr. Swanson speaks a bit more about the grant with the Virginia workforce and what all of it does, that we provide a little bit of stipend to students, we do professional development, work with how to have capable transition to a foreign institution. So Dr. Swan, I would like to introduce you. She's the Dean of Interim Dean of Professions in Richmond, so she'll share more about that.
Well, good afternoon. What time is it? I'm delighted to be here. So, as Dan shared, I'm the interim dean for the College of Health Professions at Virginia Commonwealth University. I started officially in the role in July. You may know my predecessor is Susan Irish, She's left as senior president of Mercy College in New York. So my first time being able to join in person, my first time in Abington, and really even like to be here. I don't know that I have too much to add to what Jan said. Just to say that we are really excited to for this particular program. We think it's critically important to what we're trying to do as well as meeting the healthcare workforce needs across the Commonwealth and really across the nation too. I mean, many of our programs that we have in Richmond are graduates from all over, but we also know in terms of rural healthcare workforce there are critical shortages in every single area of healthcare. And so the program that we have here, our nurse anesthesia program, our medical lab sciences program, and our BS services program, which is now available fully online, I think are a really good start to help meet that workforce. What's really important to know is that for our clinical programs that we have, it's basically 100% job placement. So when students graduate from our programs, they are employable immediately in really good jobs, usually in organizations that offer really good benefits too. So we feel really good about being able to do that. And with Jan's, assistance in this program, we really feel like we can broaden the reach. We have the capacity to take more. We want to take more students. And so I think these partnerships that we have with our community colleges are critically important to do that. So I want to thank you for the support, all the support that the center gives to our programs. Just know that we are a very willing partner and appreciative of it all.
Thank you. Next up is appointment of officer nominating committee, and it will once again be time to elect new officers at the June 2024 meeting, and anticipate that election. I'd like to call in members to the officer nominating committee: the citizen member, Olivia Bailey, legislative member Jason Fowler, education member Adam Hutchinson. An opportunity was provided for the public to address the board will submit written comment to the meeting with notification of either to be received by 5 p.m. today or 5 p.m. on Monday for 11. And Adam, okay, no notification of public comment received. Thank you, David, as always, and everybody that's submitted today. We continue to be a great place, doing great things because of great people. And a large part of those great people are sitting in this room. And I can't thank you all enough for all the things that you do, not only for this institution, but the entire Southwest community. And with that, I would like to invite everyone to the board reception. The second is nothing says Christmas board meeting or December board meeting like this. That's going to be great, and it's right down the hall. Actually, at the landing deck, not the restaurant there, right down the hall. Right, and on the second floor lobby. With that, is there a motion? Mr. Chairman, yes, before you get a motion to adjourn, point of order, and I'll double check with Adam on the code and policy. We think we stated earlier we had a quorum. The only action item was to approve the minutes. We may need to reapprove those minutes at the June meeting as part of that. Yes. It's going to be a people in transfer. Yep. Okay. All right. With that being said, and we have a second, a motion, a second, and we